This was a pretty decent week. Uneventful, not a whole lot going on, just going to work every day and doing what I need to do and ripping and running, etc., etc. I do have an event tomorrow, which is Saturday, and we're doing a nutrition workshop for our health and wellness program, and so I'm excited about that because we really need to kind of hit the ground running. We're having these long spurts in between the different workshops and stuff that we're doing, and so we actually have a nutrition workshop scheduled for tomorrow, and then we have in September we have a finance workshop scheduled for the health and wellness program, and then in October we have our workshop is centered around health, so we'll have Dr. Eric Roberson will be our guest speaker, and he'll come in and talk to the residents and things like that, answer questions, and kind of touch on general health and wellness, why it's important to go to the doctor and different things like that. So I'm excited that things are going to be moving along. We don't typically do any events in the month of December because of the holidays, and if we do anything in November, we won't this year. We try to do it as early in the month as possible, but we won't be doing anything in November because we have a change in staff, and we have some our last board meeting for the year will be taking place in November, so we have a lot of information that we need to cover because we will be laying out our calendar for 2018. So yeah, making it do what it do, and I'm headed home. Not sure what we're gonna have for dinner tonight, but that's something else I need to think about because this week I don't know, I just was being lazy, I guess, and I didn't meal plan. I didn't do any of that, so we just been winging it all week long, and I don't like it because I like knowing what's happening with our meals and everything. It gives me a chance to relax a little bit once we got everything laid out and the food is actually prepared ahead of time. No fuss, no muss, no thinking. You don't have to really worry about it. You just grab whatever you're gonna take. I will say that I did try a different recipe this week. I did a meatloaf instead of doing Beyond Burgers like in their natural or the way that you buy them. I took the Beyond Burgers and I made a Beyond Burger meatloaf, and it came out pretty good. The only thing that I have to do is make sure that I put more of the coconut flour in the mixture so that it'll bind together and it'll stay together. I did use a flax egg. I think I probably next time, instead of using actual flax seeds, I didn't like seeing the seeds in my food. It was a turn off for me. I haven't really used flax very much, but it kind of was not aesthetically pleasing for me to see that in my food. It just did something, I didn't like it. So I think probably what I'll do is I have flax meal. I did buy some of that, and I don't know why, and I'm not really sure where I got it, but I'm glad flax egg, I will use the meal instead of the actual seeds. It's you know, I think it'll probably be better for me, and I actually think it might help the flour be more of a binder. So anyway, yeah, it turned out pretty good. I think that I could honestly get away with, if I do maybe double the portions. I can do, because I actually did individual meatloaves and we split it in half. We ate one half for dinner and we ate one half, we took the other half for lunch. But I think if I do double the batch, then I can actually make meatballs out of everything. But I put in the Beyond Burger, I did quinoa, onions, bell pepper, mushrooms, garlic, some seasonings, a flax egg, some coconut powder, coconut flour. And like I said, the flavor was off the charts, but it just, you know, and it actually stayed together. You know, you'll be able to see that in my other video when I actually went through cooking it. But it stayed together until you cut it, or if you mess with it in any way, that's when it started kind of falling apart. But it was just, it was had really good flavor to it, and I was thoroughly surprised that it came out as well as it did. So I'm not really sure what we're gonna do tonight. Once again, you know, there were no plans for meal planning and everything, and no meal prepping, none of that stuff. So you know, once again, tomorrow is actually the last night that, you know, we won't be under this week. So we got tonight and tomorrow to think about. So excuse me, I am so sorry. I don't know, that's another thing that this week has been, it's weird, because some days I woke up, I had so much energy, and some days I woke up and I was so tired. Oh, the other thing is, like I mentioned in my other video, I had gone to see my nutritionist, and so based on her feedback, I went and picked up my last supplements that I was going to need, because I definitely wanted to make sure before I started, you know, modifying my eating schedule and all that, that I had everything that I needed. I didn't want to do it halfway. I wanted to make sure I had everything. And one of the things that she mentioned that she thought I needed was calcium citrate. And so that was kind of a process for me to try to locate that. I wound up getting it from Sprouts. I did see where they had these wafers. They had the pills. I got the capsules, and I'm going to kind of talk to her about, because the capsules I have for my L-glutamine, I actually pull the capsules apart and dump it in my coffee. And so I'm going to talk to her about doing that for the calcium citrate, because I know that some supplements or some things that you take, you shouldn't do that because they're time release. And so when you do that, it loses the ability to be able to release the way that it normally or naturally is supposed to release. And so I want to make sure that I'm going to be okay with that. So I got the calcium citrate, and I'm waiting for the orders to come for me to go and get some more blood drawn. Hopefully they won't put me on iron. I'm really hoping that my iron is okay, because that was one of the things she was concerned about, is me not taking iron. So I'm hoping that my numbers will come back fine, because I hate taking iron. My history with iron is not too good. It really causes me a lot of gastrointestinal issues, and I don't want to have to take another medicine on top of taking the iron because of the side effects of the iron. So I'm hoping that the iron is fine, and then that way I don't even have to take the iron. So we'll see. But yeah, so I'm rolling right along, and excited. The thing that I liked is that she didn't just put me on a schedule for my eating. She also put me on a schedule for my fluid intake to try to help me get all my liquids in, and I really like that. said, she does have me drinking water, like about 4 ounces of water as soon as I wake up. So that is going to be strange for me. It's not going to be a challenge, and it's not going to be difficult. It's just going to be strange for me to try to have to remember, like literally when I wake up before I get out of the bed, to have, you know, water by my bed that I can just drink. And it's only 4 ounces. It's not a big deal. So I'll have to do that. And then I want to say she has me eating breakfast like at 6. I think she has me eating breakfast at 6. And then I think like at 6:30 she has me drinking 8 ounces of water. So the way that she has the schedule going, I alternate between 4 ounces and 8 ounces of water all throughout the day to make sure that I get all my liquids in. And the way that she has it set up, it's either 30 minutes before or 30 minutes after I'm scheduled to eat. So she has these, the way that she has my food set up is, she's incorporated, I believe, she's incorporated snacks, but I know one of the snacks is a protein bar. I can't remember if she put a shake in there. I know, like on one day, I remember looking at the meal plan, and one day I have a protein shake. I know she has me putting protein powder in some of the stuff that I'm eating. She gave me some neat recipes, things that, you know, I'm already familiar with. I just have to, you know, actually start fixing them. So I'm hoping that I'll have the wherewithal to do that this weekend, because it really would be good. Because one of the things I've always been interested in fixing, once, you know, from the time I first became aware of them, are the energy balls or energy bites or something like that. Some people, they call them different things, and basically they take protein powder and plain rolled oats, and a lot of people put like nuts and raisins and stuff like that in them, with some maple syrup. I don't think I've ever seen where they put honey in it, but they put different things to sweeten it. And I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I'm looking at this traffic to see when I can go. But anyway, yeah, so these little balls, and I've actually also seen them in like somebody put peanut butter, you know. So basically it's really kicked up in the protein department, and it's a quick way to kind of get like a boost of protein. A lot of times I see YouTubers, you know, when they're making them, they're eating them like before they go work out, or when they get back from working out. Most of the time it's before they go work out, and the reason that they're doing that is because they want to make sure they get a boost of protein, but without eating like a heavy meal. So, oh my goodness, I'm really ready to lay it down. So I am making my way, and I will check back in with y'all later. I know one of the things that I need to do is I have one video that and I think it's the video where I'm cooking the Beyond Burger meatloaf. But I have one video that because of the content that's in the video, I'm gonna split it up. Not because of the length, but just because of, you know, there's a part that I feel like is a true vlog, and then there's a part that I feel like actually belongs in a separate video. So I think that I'm going to split it up, and then I have another video that I have to edit, and those will be edited today, and then I'm gonna upload them tomorrow, and I'll release them one a day. And so I kind of wanted to start trying to vlog every day. I was at one point, especially when I was doing the Let's Talk About series, and I try to do one of those every now and again. And but we'll see, because I really would like to do that every day. I just don't know if I will be able to, but we'll see. So anyway, I hope y'all check my video out. There's one, I believe it's like, I got two that are kind of long. So one is like 42 minutes, I believe, and then the other one is a little over an hour. So, you know, they're both vlogs, and I hope that, you know, y'all will check it out. Give me a thumbs up on those two. Like it, share it, and leave me a comment. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do that. But for now, for today's vlog, I will be back and check back in with y'all before I go to sleep. Today is Friday, August 4th. Yesterday was August 3rd, and my grandson, it was his birthday, and Tuesday was my granddaughter's birthday. So I was so excited for them, because, you know, these kids are growing up so fast, and they're both just two cutie patooties. So anywho, I'll be back and let y'all know what else I have going on for the day.